So it's no secret I am a big fan of eToro, and on my previous eToro videos I've had many questions asking how do you make a short trade, what is a CFD, and am I still using eToro? So I thought what better opportunity than to make a short mini series on the full complete setup. How to open an account, how to get lifetime access to the chat room, how to deposit, how to place a trade, how to make a short trade, and look at some of the key features that eToro has to offer. Now in this video, episode 1 of the mini series, we're going to go through how to actually open your account. There's a few ways you can do this, but by far I feel this is the best way to do it. So if you could do me the kind favor before we crack on, if you could smash that like button, help me out with the YouTube gods, it would be greatly appreciated. Now before we move over to the computer, you have two options. One is you can go on eToro's website, you could download the app and go from there. But if you want to get lifetime access to our chat room, if you sign up via the link on the pinned comment, use that link, go and sign up, then you do get lifetime access to our LWT chat room, where like-minded members from eToro gather on a daily basis and discuss stocks they are buying and selling. So if you want to get that little perk, make sure you do sign up via the link in the pinned comment. So when you click that link, you will see that you have this simple eToro website. You can go down there, check out some of the features, but I'm going to cover most of it in this series. If you want to go ahead and sign up, you can click sign up now and it will take you to this page. It's very, very basic information, people. We're going to have to pick a username. We're going to call this LWT Trading 2. And then we need to give it an email. So I'm going to give it one of my personal emails. And we need to create a password. Now some of these features here you need to sort of understand, which is the 𝐶SEC regulations over in Europe. 𝐶SEC is basically the governing body in Cyprus. A lot of companies, especially financial institutions here in Europe, are regulated by them. And basically if you've got anything on risk or what happens if eToro goes bankrupt, all the rules and criteria are down in there. It's quite a boring subject, so I'm not going to go through it here, but if you are interested, there's some links there on terms, conditions, and risk disclosure. We're going to then go and click create account. And I'm going to quickly check my email. So that's it. Once you've confirmed your email, you're basically in, and you can see we're already set up here. You can click like complete profile, which I strongly suggest you do. Things like deposit funds and basic information, date of birth, email address, and when you get to a certain level, they're going to ask you things like your tax number, as every broker will. But you should really do these steps as soon as possible, in my opinion, to save delay. But we're going to quickly put these details in. And then this step here, which is basically your home address, and you need to confirm you're not a US citizen for FATCA. And then again, click some sort of terms and conditions, and then you're pretty much good. You need to obviously put in how much experience you have in stocks and ETF. How many times have you invested in the following? 20 plus, 20 plus. Next, leverage trading experience. That's it, 20 plus again. How much did you invest? Way over 2,000. It's really important you answer these questions correctly though, just because if anything ever does happen and you lose something or you lose your money and you fill in these wrong, you're basically leaving yourself open. So if you did ever have a dispute, it's important you answer these questions correctly. So yeah, fill in these as best as you can. And then one important thing, you do need to put in your country code and phone number. So I'm just going to whack mine in here. Okay, so we've gone through the steps. We're now verified, and now we get to the step where we can actually deposit funds. This is quite important because it really does depend where you're located. eToro might open up in the States one day. We don't know what the minimums are. And the minimums do vary a lot depending on where you're located and actually sort of on a daily basis. I believe right now in the UK it's about $50. Can be $200. It really does depend, and I don't know why they fluctuate. But long story short, it depends what the minimums are. But if you are taking investing seriously, you should never really look at the minimum. You should always be looking at sort of increasing your wealth over time through regular savings. So let's go ahead and deposit $200 here and see what happens. So the first thing is we need to put in our credit card details. And one other thing while I process this transaction is you need to realize that eToro only unfortunately has US dollar valuations and you can only deposit in US dollars. Now, a lot of people think this is a bad thing. I actually think it's a good thing because especially if you're looking at getting into stocks and maybe even crypto, the denominating currency for a majority of investments is US dollars. So you're going to take that exchange hit anyway, unless you're really looking at just buying UK companies and you're in British pounds, for example, then this wouldn't be a disadvantage in my personal opinion. So there we go. We have now deposited $200 and we can set up a recurring deposit as well, which is a new feature on eToro and it's something I'll talk about in the future. So there we have it. We deposited £200, which is about $273, as you can see there at the bottom. Quick teaser here, we're going to go ahead in the next video and go ahead and make a trade. So if you want to stay around for this mini series, you do think it's a good idea, drop a like down below and drop the code word down below. Help this video rank with the YouTube gods. I am new to eToro. Just drop that down in the comments, even if you have already signed up. It would massively help me out and it's greatly appreciated. So that's it for the first episode of this mini series. In the next series, we're going to talk about how to look at a stock and how to buy it. That's it from me. Take care. See you soon. Peace.